my goodness, welcome to Three
It's
Themes
3
at 3.
already. I don't know if everybody else's day has been like mine, but I'm like, what? 3
Where
o'clock
has
already?
the day gone? For sure. It's just like blown away, for sure. All right, friends, we're ready that you are here with us today because we have a really fun show planned. So welcome to Three Themes at 3, where theme number 1 is something to smile about, theme number 2 is something to learn, and theme number 3 is something to discover.
Did you see I did it?
You did. Let's
Yay.
go.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Three Themes at 3. Do you feel a little lonely today,
It's a little
Allison?
quiet on set, I have to say. It is a little bit quiet on set. It's just me and you.
Yeah, not like yesterday. Yesterday was so fun for me, though. I loved
good.
having the kids here. You got to tell us, what was it like going home and having the grandkids, you know, tell you, what about it?
First of all, they were a little quiet on set, but as you know, because you had them before,
Yes.
they don't shut up. I mean, you know, they talk,
Yes, they do.
and
They do.
and they're so animated.
Yeah.
But they were hilarious because as soon as I pulled them off set, Kaisley says, "Well, that was so short." Like I think she thought she was going to do a whole soap opera, you know, whatever.
There you
and then
go.
Kaisley goes,
She's
"I
adorable.
think I'm going to stick around for the second one." I'm like,
Oh.
"There's not a second one."
Oh.
And he's like, "I want to do that again."
Oh, my goodness, that's so cute.
And Cashton's like, "Yeah, I was really, really scared, but no, we can do that again."
We can do
I
that
like,
again.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
have a segment number 2 at 4, so you're going home. So they were a little sad to be going home. They thought being a movie star was pretty okay.
Yeah. Well, encore for them, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
Of course.
Oh,
we
my
would have them
goodness.
back in a second,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
they have to go to school.
You know what? They did a great job. They
Yes.
really did. And if you missed yesterday's show, you need to go back and watch if you can.
Just turn your volume up because they're a little soft-spoken.
Yes.
But I had my husband watch last night, and if you turn your volume up, we're loud, they're quiet. Somewhere in the middle is good.
Somewhere in the middle is good. Yes, for sure. That was just fun. And, you know, I'm really proud of those kids. You know,
Yeah.
I can't imagine, you know, being at such a young age and going through all the hard work of sharing their animals. And then what really touched me was it's hard when you have to say goodbye to them.
Right, and I hope that their mom doesn't mind me sharing if she watches, but their dad works out of town, and so he's gone like 7 to 10 days, and so Kim really single moms it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and so
Sure.
I know that they talk like they do all the work, but
Yeah.
she also works full time.
Yeah.
And so for her to get those kids going, plus 3 sheep, plus a dog, plus, you know,
Kudos to
whatever.
Mom.
Yeah, big shout out to my daughter-in-law. She does a
well.
great job, and Ben does a great job when he's home too.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
yeah, they're cute kids.
Oh my goodness, yes, so much fun. I learned a lot. You know, for me that was like all new, but that was pretty cool. All right, well, as you know, we're talking about celebrating the state fair, all things that have to do with the state fair. So the first day this week, we talked about the blue ribbon. Where did it come from? And we got to see these beautiful quilt jackets, which was really fun.
Right.
And then yesterday we talked about showing the animals and had the children on, and they talked about their experiences with it. And then of course Kyle and Crystal shared with us a really adorable little cow applique that you could do, and kind of went through the basics of raw edge applique. Well, today, what is today's theme? Well, it's all about the food.
My favorite.
You can't
Fair
go to a
food.
fair
I mean, you know,
without talking about the food.
Right.
Right.
you can't go to the fair without eating all the food.
I know. Where's our funnel cake? That's what I want to know.
And the deep fried Oreos and Snickers bars and butter.
Exactly.
I went to the fair one time, they had deep fried butter. I'm like,
deep fried butter?
Yeah, does that not sound delicious?
I don't know. That sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. But
absolutely,
but
why not die at the fair?
That's right. Oh my goodness, too much fun. And so today, I'm going to share this fun little block idea with you to celebrate fair food. But before we get into that, during theme number 1, we've got to find something to bring a smile to you today. And so you went digging really,
I didn't have to dig too hard
to find the crazy fair food.
We are all very grateful for the state we live in.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And we all kind of grow up in certain areas.
Yes.
So before we do this, I'm going to share some crazy fair food that maybe you all are going to tell me is delicious. Because I'm going to give you an example of not fair food, but somebody told me to put peanut butter on a hamburger.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that.
It was really good, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, but the thought. But there are some states that have some crazy fair food, and I think we should share them.
Andrea said Minnesota State Fair has a fried ranch dressing. How does that work?
I don't know.
But it sounds amazing.
Yeah, instead of a block, why aren't we learning to make fair food at home?
Exactly. There you go. All right. So what is the fair food you found that was kind of a little different?
You know what? Maybe let's do this kind of fun. In the comments, let's put it up and let's give everybody just a few seconds to guess which state this fair food comes from.
Okay.
Okay, so these are weird.
It could be more than one, but this is where you got these from.
Yep, this is where I got them. Okay, here's the first one. Fried beer. All right, everybody guess, where do you think fried beer comes?
Maybe Wisconsin?
Wisconsin?
Is that it? No? I was just thinking of their cheese and beer, right?
Right? No. No. A couple of these surprised Eric and I. He put these up there. All right, nobody has Wisconsin. Sandy guessed. Nope, Wisconsin. New Mexico. No, Heidi, not New Mexico. Okay, we'll just take a Wisconsin. All right, are you ready?
See, some were with me. Massachusetts, Brenda said.
Texas. Texas is famous for fried beer.
Okay,
now, you might ask, how do you fry beer?
Yeah.
It's kind of a little misleading.
Okay.
It's actually fried pretzels with beer mixed into the pretzel batter.
Okay, so there's...
Yep. Becky got it and Marilyn got it. Texas.
Texas.
So.
Well, everything's bigger there, so they might as well have their fried beer,
Now, how much beer they put in there, I don't know. And do they fry it long enough to get the alcohol out of it?
I
don't know.
It. I doubt
that
it.
remains to be seen. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This one's funny.
All right.
This one Sandra will love. Fried Pepsi. Fried Pepsi. Where do you think this is from?
Boy.
Now, we're kind of Coke people around our state. There are some Pepsis. I mean, whatever. But where do you think fried Pepsi comes from?
I wish I could think of where was Pepsi born?
I don't know. The Coke plant is in Atlanta, Georgia. So
Yeah.
I don't know where Pepsi was born. Colorado? No. Idaho? No. Michigan? No. Fried Pepsi comes from South Carolina. All right, you South Carolina peeps.
That's interesting.
Do you go to the fair to get fried Pepsi?
No, I would have never thought of that.
No.
Okay, so do they do it the same way?
Yes. Mix it in a batter.
Kind of a batter, and then
which sounds delicious. Have you ever had Coke cake?
Sandra wants to try it.
Yeah, I knew she would. I'm like, oh, we got to put this one up. Okay, the next one.
Okay.
This one kind of grossed me out a little, so I need your help.
Oh.
It's called a hot beef sundae.
Ew.
Okay. Now, it kind of grossed me out until I had to think about it a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like a glorified taco with a cherry on top.
Please tell me there's not ice cream underneath there.
I don't know. I don't know. Any guesses?
Oh.
Any guesses? Minnesota? No.
Well, see, I would have thought that would have been
Nebraska?
Texas.
You guys are in the right. Iowa? You guys are in the right area. How about Indianapolis?
Okay.
So
would not have thought of that.
Anybody
Okay.
in Indiana, let us know if you've ever had one. Yeah, Lisa said, that's a cherry tomato, not a maraschino cherry. So.
I just want to be certain. I want to go to my happy place and tell me that that beef is not on top of the ice cream. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Rachel says it's mashed potatoes, so I'm all good. Thank you, Rachel.
Phew. Okay.
This
so
next
glad.
one, I can't. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is a pickle pop.
Okay.
This is actually pickle juice that is frozen.
Ew.
Like a popsicle. Pickle pop.
Oh,
okay.
gosh, no.
Where do you think a pickle pop comes from?
No, that is no bueno for me.
All right.
People go to the fair for this stuff?
That's where I found it. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint, and then I have, I think, one more, maybe two more. This one's from Kansas. Kansas. You guys like your popsicles?
Oh,
dill pickle
let's
style.
See. Isn't our friend Kathy Osterhouse from Kansas? I think. You'll have
Yeah.
to tell us. Is that
a real thing?
ew?
I mean, Marilyn says she's seen pickle pops online recently, so it is a real thing.
Ooh.
And then that says too much pickle juice just eats your stomach.
Yes,
Nanette,
exactly.
how do you know?
Oh my gosh. Well, she loves pickle juice, so she wants a pickle pop.
Well, I wonder frozen. Ooh. Janet says yes, she is, and she would say ooh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, I actually have two more. Okay. The next one is, ready? Kool-Aid pickles. They are actually pickles made with Kool-Aid instead of brine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Once again,
Yeah.
it's you Carolinas there. That is a North Carolinas. I mean, one of you is having fried Pepsi and the other is having Kool-Aid pickles. So I don't know.
Okay.
And my last one tricked me. My last one. So be sure to guess on this. Are you ready? My last one is a python kebab.
Oh gosh, no.
A python
okay.
kebab.
That's got to be like Arkansas, I would think,
Okay, Arkansas.
or Louisiana. I don't know.
Or you would think
Maybe
Florida. Nope. It's you Californians like python kebabs. Oh, yuck.
California, what is wrong with you?
That is your home state,
I
sister. You're going to put that right up there with fish, right?
Oh, well, yeah, for sure.
All right. Those are the fair foods I am not looking forward to. Give me a candied apple.
Give me a funnel cake.
Give me a funnel cake. Give me a Navajo taco.
A fried Oreo.
A fried Oreo. Give me some kettle corn.
Yes. Well, speaking of kettle corn, how about, let's keep it simple.
Okay.
How about we go popcorn?
Yeah.
Do you like popcorn?
Oh, love popcorn.
Okay, well, good, because in theme number 2 today, I've got a great little popcorn block for y'all, and we are going to learn how to make 3-dimensional Hexies.
I'm
our
so
popcorn.
scared because I'm the sewer.
And you're going to be just fine, so don't you worry about that one bit. All right, well, we hope those scenes brought a smile to you, or maybe a
smile that you don't have to go to the fair and eat then. It's our choice.
Yeah. Cotton candy, that's a little bit safer,
candy,
right, Cindy?
yes.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, too fun. Let's head over to theme number 2 while we do that. We're going to take a quick look at a little bit of behind the scenes of 3 at 3, because you know that it takes a village, and we've got the village right here, and they are an amazing team who makes sure that this happens every single day, Monday through Thursday. And so shout out to them while we take a quick look at just a glimpse of what's behind the scenes. Okay, I'm liking Cheryl's comment. They have fried ice cream in New York.
And Sandra says mini chocolate chip cookies in a cup. Okay, mini chocolate chip cookies in a cup every day, all day for me.
I could get behind that for
Yep.
sure. And the fried ice cream for sure,
Yes.
too. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, nothing like a good fried ice cream, just saying. All right, friends. Well, like I said, we did the crazy stuff during theme number 1, and now we're ready to simplify things a little bit, and let's go popcorn.
Yes.
And I love popcorn. I'm a huge popcorn
If you ask
fan.
me to sew a python, I might have to exit.
Yeah, exactly. No. And so let's take a look at the block that I put together for us to learn today.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It's
just in
this
love
little
with it.
thing.
Not only is this reminiscent of the fair, but this is reminiscent of Friday nights at my house.
Yes, exactly, as it should. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it right here on our cutting mat. So this
I'm going
is...
to cover this light up.
Oh, yeah,
Just
good
in
idea.
case.
Okay, so this is a 10-inch finished quilt block, and I think this would be absolutely adorable. Like if you wanted to make a movie quilt, for example, wouldn't this be fun if you just did, several blocks? It doesn't even have to be every single block. but
Just
a
randomly
few.
placed.
Exactly.
Or even just one would be
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know where else I thought this would be cute?
Where?
You know our picnic quilt that you did that you had the pinwheel
Yes.
blocks down the side? If
Just
you
doing
took
that
that
on the
same
side.
and did this on the pinwheel.
I love
version.
that. That's a
Cute.
great idea. Great idea. Very fun. So this quilt block is so simple to make, my friends, because it's basically
I
two
hope so.
shapes. No, you got this. It's 2 shapes, and I want you to stick around for theme number 3, because we're actually adding a little bit more to this block to make even more new blocks during theme number 3, because we're going to do a little creativity exercise, Allison. So I want all of you to participate in it. But this is basically one basic shape that I put together. And then what I added to it was 3-dimensional Hexies. Now, have you ever made a 3-dimensional Hexie before?
No, and when I think Hexie, I think English paper piecing or foundation paper
Exactly.
piecing. Which, if you have foundation paper
No.
piecing, papers, a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah.
I'm going to show you today the easiest way that you will ever do a Hexie.
I cannot
You
wait.
ready for this? All right. So what did this start out with? Well, let me pull together this to show you. Now we have a pattern for you all today as well, so don't you worry about that. But this is your basic shape, Allison.
Okay.
Right here. So you can see basically it's a tumbler and you've got just a little spoof on the top.
Perfect.
And this can become all kinds of things, but for right now we're making it a popcorn block. So the basic steps of applique is something that actually, Crystal and Kyle talked about yesterday, but I want to go over a few of those things with you. And then after we get done with that, I'm going to show you how to do the 3-dimensional Hexie.
Okay.
So we've got our awesome little caterpillar.
I know.
here.
You know what? If you have not invested in a light box by Caterpillar, you need to invest in one today. I'm
my
telling
gosh,
you.
I love it.
Because this is a game changer. This is a game changer in cutting, it's a game changer in tracing, it's a game changer in placement. So
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Allison. Now I've labeled these here so that you would know which one would go underneath the other one.
Okay.
So if you see one on any of my applique patterns that I put together, it's always the first one is going to be the one
You're gonna
that
slide
is
it
at the bottom.
underneath. Okay,
Exactly.
perfect.
So we're using heat and bond light here. I'll go ahead and let you trace this, and you can see so clearly
I know it's just so easy.
all of this. Nanette thinks this would be a cute hot pad holder.
Now normally I would
That's
not
kind of
trace with a Sharpie, but for the sake of the camera,
Yeah,
we want you to be able to see exactly what we're doing.
definitely.
Okay. Kris, can I borrow that ruler?
Sure.
My straight lines aren't
You-
so great.
Okay. It's kind of freaking you out there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. And then we just kind of move it away a little bit, and now let's do the tumbler.
Okay. Now you might laugh, but look how fast I can be with a ruler.
Well, you're doing great, yeah. Okay.
Okay, now just for all involved, I'm gonna take the edge of my finger and get that Sharpie off that ruler so it doesn't show up on the next person's block. Okay.
Here you go. And then what we do is we rough cut this. And so basically, again, rough cutting means that you're just not cutting directly on the line. You're just cutting outside of the line. Now, those of you who machine embroider, you're going to be really happy to hear this. I actually have digitized this for you. So you wouldn't have to go through the basic applique instructions on this. We'll put it right over here, Allison.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Sorry.
Just so the camera
elbow
can
you.
see a little better. There you go. But yeah, if
Do you see my wrist doing this way? It's a little awkward.
Act natural. Act
Okay.
natural. It's fine.
I'm okay. I'm all right. I always cut it like this.
I am special. I am.
I am smart. I am beautiful.
Absolutely. All right. Oh, you know, I should have grabbed my little. I didn't grab it. I'm not seeing it here. But if we had the glass mat.
That one?
No, that's the
the
regular
cutting.
cutting
Oh,
mat.
I
If I
see.
had a glass mat, I could put it on top of there and use the iron.
Yes.
But that's okay. We're going to instead use the iron over there because
Why would I
it
deny
is her
myself the
favorite.
opportunity to use that iron, Kris?
I don't know.
I hid the glass mat.
Yeah, I'm sure that is what happened. Exactly.
I mean, why when this is my favorite part of my
Yeah.
job?
There we go. So we're just giving a little bit of heat on the back. And there you go. Bridge is asking, does the ultralight, the biggest one, have the magnets? Actually, you can add magnets to all of them, Bridget. Okay, so here we go. And then all we do is we're just going to quickly cut this out. All right, on the lines this time. So Bridget, as far as the magnets that are built in, that is on this little mini Caterpillar. That one is the Mini Glow, and the magnets are already built in. But if you have a different size mat, you can actually add the magnets to it with those magnet strips on the back, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they're just some strips you purchase.
Guess what, Allison? Do you notice anything?
No. I always flavor my popcorn red and put it in a yellow container.
Okay, I just noticed that as well. It's fine. It's fine. We like red popcorn with yellow paint.
It's a snow cone. Yeah, I was so excited about that.
It's an ice cream cone. It's
Yes.
a cupcake. It's,
Yes.
cinnamon popcorn. Why not?
Why not? You know, Kris, it wouldn't be 3 at 3 if I didn't mess up something with you.
It's fine.
It's
I wasn't
cinnamon.
even paying attention.
I wasn't
so
either.
it's
But you know
fine.
what? Use your
It works.
imagination.
Well, you know what?
Hasn't anybody ever heard of Mother Goose popcorn?
No. You got to tell me all the things.
I'm going to make you some, and guess
Okay,
what color
Mother-
it is?
Is it red?
It's red. Yeah, Brenda said, thanks for adding red hots to your popcorn.
Oh, let me show you a little tip I have. Do you know if you ever have any trouble with pulling this off? Let me show you a little tip. Oh, yeah, someone said cotton candy. Yeah,
you
there
just
you go. Got all kinds of things.
I was
Do you
so
ever
worried
use
I
this?
wouldn't get to iron that I didn't even pay attention. I'm like, oh.
It's fine. It's the top of a Jello popcorn ball, Sable says.
Yes, yeah.
It works. Okay, let's go back down here. All right. So if you ever have trouble trying to get your pieces off, just take a pin and score it. And look
Okay.
how easy that is. That's pretty simple, right?
Right.
Okay.
Leanne loves Mother Goose popcorn.
What is in Mother Goose popcorn?
Jello. And you can make it any
Score
color
it.
you want. I'm making you some.
See how I scored it?
Yep. Maybe not tonight. I have another project I'm working on, but
Can't imagine what that would be. We only have Tug a few days away, right?
Right.
Okay, where'd this go? All right, friends.
for the
well,
love.
There you go. There's your
for the love.
there's your cupcake or your strawberry ice cream in a cone.
Right.
There you go. All
Right.
right. Well, guess what? It's all good because we're now going to add popcorn that is in all different colors.
Oh yeah, what are you making fun of me? Oh my gosh, do you see that I just got all that grief making that popcorn? And look at her popcorn. It's blue, it's orange, it's whatever it wants to be.
Because actually these are flowers
Oh,
meant to go on top of our popcorn.
because I oftentimes put flowers on my popcorn.
Because we're gonna make these into flowers. Wow, we are
Can I
batting
iron
1,000. We are batting 1,000 today, my friend. Yes, go iron it.
Okay, I'm gonna iron this. I got to get my face not red anymore.
It's Halloween popcorn. That's right, Janine. I like that. Oh my goodness. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Your neighbor.
Your neighbor.
I know. Choose me.
There you go.
You can always laugh at Allison.
Hey, Cheryl says you can buy kernels in a mixed package. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Look, my
Wow.
girlfriend's got me.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Did you iron that? Look at that, Allison.
I thought I did. Kris, you were in charge of turning on the iron, and guess what? It's not even on.
Well, you know, there you go.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, here we are.
No, when I'm not on 3 at 3 next month, you'll all know why.
Allison, aren't you and I teaching a class together at Tug?
Yeah,
we were.
we were. I guess I'm not going to Tug. I'm going to be practicing ironing.
Oh, no. Yeah, those of you coming to Tug, you get to see us in action live.
Elisa's got me.
And
She
that's
says the
gonna be
fair would
something.
definitely
There we
provide
go.
colorful popcorn.
Well,
and definitely the fair would not put flowers and pumpkins in the popcorn.
We're going to pretend that this is not popcorn today.
Okay.
Okay? This is an ice cream sundae with toppings.
Yes.
Okay, so with toppings. All right. So, actually, here's my popcorn. Look how good that would be as a popcorn kernel. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That would be a really good popcorn kernel. Oh.
Oh, as a
look.
matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, look what I did.
Yes.
It was a popcorn kernel. Okay. So, oh, Allison, guess what? Look how good that would be as a popcorn kernel.
Nice
and that one.
redemption.
Phew, I did redeem myself.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, friends. Well, you ready to do these Hexies, Allison?
I'm ready to do these Hexies.
All
and in
right.
answer, yes, I am bringing the Lara Star to Tug because I don't go anywhere without it.
It almost fits in her purse, but she has to carry it under her arm to
Yeah.
do so. Okay, so let's talk about the circles. These hexagons start as circles. What?
What?
Are you kidding me? I am not kidding you. Yes, Kris, I like to talk to myself. Kris, are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Okay, here we go. All right, so the first thing you do is you cut circles.
Okay.
And you fold them in half, and you're going to do a finger press. Now, I am going to allow you to go back over to the Laura Star iron and be able to do this as well.
I can do it the right way.
No. This is good. This is
Okay.
good. So we are going to just fold it in half and fold it in half again, and then bring this nice and open. So,
Okay.
all right, we're going to have Allison do that over at the ironing station.
These are perfect circles, boss.
Why, thank you. I cut them myself.
I was going to say, I didn't cut them.
Now, those of you who have an AccuCut, that's perfect, right? If you've got circles, and the fun thing about this technique is you can use it with any size circle. So you could use an AccuCut to be able to cut out your circles, or you know what I did? I used a cup. I traced it on one piece of fabric, and then I layered all my fabrics together, and then just cut it out on the lines. So it was really simple. It's very, very forgiving. All right, so let's go ahead and take this beautiful circle that you
What a
just
fine job I
ironed.
did.
You did. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Janice wants to know what we've been drinking. Not Diet Coke.
Nope. Take the top, and you just fold it down to the middle, and then you can do again a finger press, or
Okay, so
what I
if you
call
were
a
just
nail
doing a lot
press.
of these, you would not iron these. You would finger press them.
might.
Oh, you might? Okay.
I might, yeah. I mean, because I could do it right if I had my iron right there.
Yeah.
Like I would just be boom, 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 right?
Okay.
So now take a look at this.
Okay.
You've created a point. Your
Okay.
point is right here. So your point goes down to that center again. Do another finger press or an iron. Okay.
All right.
All
you know,
right.
one of those little wooden roller thingies might be good.
Yes, a wooden roller would
Or
be
a
perfect.
fabric folding pen.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. I love Cindy, what she's saying. Okay, then we've got another point. Guess what we do?
Let me choose. Choose me. Choose me.
Choose you. Okay.
Let's take this point and let's take it down to the center.
Nice. You did it, my friend.
Did you see how she's like, nah, like she was going to say no?
Nice.
Nice.
Now you have a piece that looks like this.
Okay.
Guess what? You have another point. What do? We're going to bring it back into the middle.
What?
Okay, isn't this cool?
Why am I ironing a 1/4 inch turns ever in my life,
I
ever?
don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I'm not. So, let's be honest.
Let's take this next point
Okay.
and bring it up to there.
Okay.
What? And now we have, oh, look, we have a diamond. Ooh, a diamond.
For a few more minutes, and then we're
For
going to
just a
take.
second. And then we take this last one. And
I
we
know why
have a
you sent me to the
hexagon.
iron. It's because I don't have any fingernails.
There you go.
But you know
Look
who
at
would be really
that.
good at this, Cindy?
We've got a hexagon.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
you
gosh, I
would.
love it.
Okay, so now go ahead and give it a nice big press. If you want to, if it's a little bit easier, you could flip it over and just flip it to this other side. Let's go ahead and show that real quick. Okay, so it was right here. And again, you could just put it right here and then just put your iron right to that baby, okay?
All right.
So you do that. While you're ironing that, I'm gonna do another one.
I'm going to use magic spray, boss, because
good idea.
I think
Good idea.
a little starch on this would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pressing, not ironing, because I don't really want these folds. Okay, and the beauty of magic spray, if we haven't pointed this out, is you can do layers upon layers upon layers,
Okay.
and it doesn't flake.
No flakiness.
Yep.
Okay, so take a look at this, guys. This is so cool. While she did that, I was able to make another one. Look how fast that was. I mean, it honestly is so fast. Do you have another circle? No, you know what? I'll do, ooh, there we go. There's another popcorn circle. Let's take a look at down here once again, so I can just remind everyone how this is done. Okay, so I'm gonna just fold this in half, do a finger press, fold it in half again to do a finger press, and again, that way we have our center direction. All right, Cheryl says, much easier than the days of cutting hexagons from magazine advertising. Yeah, for sure. I come here, fold this over. I mean, this is so fast to do. Give it a finger press, finger press, and look, I'm left with a diamond, and there you go. Ta-da! I've got another one. And I can flip it over and give it a press, and I have a full-on hexagon. What do you guys think about that?
I think that this is fantastic. we can hexagon all day.
Yes, we can. All right, so how you doing over there? Good?
Well, of course I'm doing good. I'm at my favorite appliance.
All right, yeah, Jill says she loves these, that they look hard, but they're so easy, and it's so true, Jill. They are so simple to make. And sometimes we just don't really think about, we go, oh, it's got Hexies, never mind.
Never tell
out.
anybody this is how you made those Hexies.
They would never know, would they?
No, so just don't. Just
exactly.
When they give this, that, and they're like, oh, look at all those Hexies, you're like, I'm so exhausted. You're welcome.
You're welcome. I mean, this is something you could do in the car. You could do it while you're watching TV.
Right.
You could do you could just
Right.
take it wherever you wanted to go. So let's take a look back down at my popcorn block, which, by the way, do you notice the background quilting on here? Hello, can we have a moment of silence for
Pull it up so they can see
Clear
this.
Blue Tiles? Look at the
Soda.
popcorn and the soda. This is from Kimber Bell's Clear Blue Tiles I used in the large scale designs. Look, it's got popcorn and a
So
popcorn and a
cute.
popcorn and a pretzel. I felt like it was absolutely perfect for this block. So
Right.
that's why I used it on the background of it. All right, so we have our, see this, just, you know.
She's not even going to call it anything. We have our
It's,
snow cone.
Backwards day. It's opposite day. That's
Opposite
what we'll
day,
call it.
yes.
Didn't you have opposite day in school?
Yes.
And everything was opposite? Like, yes,
Yes.
no, yes. All right, so we've got opposite day going on here at Girlfriends. And the red is your popcorn tin. The yellow is up here. Now, ooh, Jill, you're right. And wait for number 3, because I've got some other ideas for you. Jill said a tiny butt in the middle could be cute, too.
It's almost like she was
my
in your
gosh.
head.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's take a look down here again. You can see then that I took the Hexies and I just placed them randomly over the top. And I did bigger ones, I did smaller ones, and I did medium size. Now, you can also see that with these Hexies, I didn't have the folds up, I had the folds down on this one. And all you do is you take it to your sewing machine and do a straight stitch from one corner to the next, one corner to the next, one corner to the next. So you can see right here that these are not completely applique down, although you could,
Yeah.
right? But I think that kind of adds a fun dimension to it. So mix up your colors, your patterns, you know, heck, if you want a pumpkin kernel in there, put a pumpkin kernel. I don't care. It's your project, right?
Right,
But-
it is my project. If you want red popcorn, absolutely.
Yes, that's right. It's Jell-O popcorn. I think it's brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, it totally works. Totally, completely works. So anyway, that is your popcorn block today with 3-dimensional Hexies. I hope you learned something new and maybe were inspired to give it a try.
The pattern's under new releases.
Pattern is under new releases. You can see it right here that you can download this. It's also free in the club. So
Yes.
I think it's only like $2.99
Right.
for the pattern. And again, I have step-by-steps on how to create the Hexies if you want to do that. And then, of course, this little guy and this guy. So anyway,
So fun.
that is it. Club members, it's free. Everyone else, it's just $2.99. You can find it under new releases.
Awesome.
So, okay.
Okay.
You gonna make one?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already started.
You have. I think it's amazing. I can't wait to see that Jell-O popcorn block come to life. Too fun. All right, everyone. Moving on to thing number 3, we're going to do a little creativity exercise. I can't wait. And I think all the creativity has already started in some of your comments that we're seeing come through. So I'm excited to be able to share with you some other fun ideas to do with the same exact block, just looking at it a little bit differently. So as we get ready for that, let's go ahead and take a look at one of my favorite tips that I like to do when it comes to using sticky back stabilizer with your embroidery hoop. Hi, it's Kris from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and I'm here to share with you one of my favorite tips when it comes to machine embroidery. I love to be able to use wash away sticky back stabilizer. However, sometimes it can be a bit of a pain to get in the hoop. Because of that plasticky surface on top, sometimes it just doesn't want to hoop very well. So my answer to that is simply pull it back on itself, place your hoop right there, and then just bring this down. Now you can take your corners and bring them up to the corners of the hoop. And you're ready to use it. All right, friends. Well, you know what? Sometimes you just can't plan for those mishaps. And
We thought the kids would be bad yesterday, and they were very well behaved.
Too funny. All right. And I hope you enjoyed that little tip about using sticky back stabilizer. It's something that, I don't have to do all the time. Sometimes I just go ahead and score it, kind of like I did the scoring earlier on the applique, but it works. And
don't fight it.
Exactly.
I mean, don't fight it when there are tips and tricks.
Exactly. I love, Nancy says, popcorn for dinner tonight. Yeah,
yes.
That's a good idea. I would have popcorn every single night if I could. I love it that much.
Why is it that the popcorn cooked in oil with the butter is much better than that air popped popcorn?
Well, I've got a feeling there is a reason for that. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, I want to do a little creativity exercise with you. So get ready with your typing fingers because it's almost like an exercise in looking at the clouds in the sky. Have you ever done that where you just lay and you looked at, or maybe you did it as a child, and maybe we should do it more, but you look at the clouds in the sky and you say, ooh, I see an elephant. I see, a python, whatever it might be. I don't know. But I want to do the same thing with you for right now. So let's take a look at my pattern that I put together, and I want to find out, what do you see? Now, the exciting part about this, my friends, is that there's no right or wrong answer here.
Nope.
Everyone's going to see something differently. And I think we got some of your ideas earlier, thanks to Allison. And so let's take a look. Type in the comments, what are some of the things you see with the way this block looks right now? All right.
We always have a little bit of a delay, so we're like, is anybody going to do it?
Patricia,
two
overlapping hearts?
Oh.
I did not see that, and now I'm seeing the overlapping hearts.
Yep. Coffee with whipped cream.
Okay.
Mayday.
Cloud and cup cone.
Coffee with steam.
Goodness. Okay.
Okay.
Hot chocolate with marshmallows.
Ooh, potted geraniums.
I saw that too, Patty.
Snow cone. Shake. A shake.
Okay,
How fun would it
I
be
love
with
that
a straw?
slush. All right, let's turn the picture now. Eric's turning it another way. Okay, what do you see now?
A fluffy-headed bird.
Someone had said a reindeer earlier. I like that. Oh, let's show that again. Okay, what are we seeing now? Maybe
a guy with curly hair.
An ice cream from DQ that
Dunkin' Donut. Some of you are seeing some really specific things. Cotton candy in a cup. All right. A nose of a sheep looking left. Patricia.
Oh.
Yes, I see that.
A lamb's face.
Okay. A bird.
Okay, let's turn it another way. All right, what do you see? Oh, a megaphone, yes, with the cheers coming out.
Okay, a
yes.
cannon.
Mm-hmm. My dog into something, Carol said. A Philly fanatic nose. Okay, there you go.
Blowing smoke. A lion with a mane. Love that.
Ooh, a gnome. Okay,
Or a
Deborah.
clown.
Yep.
Santa.
Yep. Clown, yep.
A spilled pail.
A spilled pail. Okay. Hat and beard, clown. Yes, yes, and yes. My dropped
Patricia,
milkshake.
that's a sad one.
Cartoon hand and sleeve. Yes. I was thinking the same thing about a sleeve with a hand coming out, like a monster hand because it's 4 fingers.
Yep.
But yes, a hand. Okay, let's turn it one more time. And do you see something different here? Yeah, the Dairy Queen Blizzard Connie said, exactly.
The McFlurry spilling.
Spilling.
I think we're hungry. It must be getting close to dinner time.
I love that. All right, anything else? Okay, Terry said the Santa gnome.
A cup of spilled slime.
Okay, yeah,
loved
that
slime.
works.
A left-handed cheerleader.
Okay, that works.
A rocket.
A rocket, ooh, okay.
Oh, a radish.
A radish, I wouldn't have thought of that. Guy with hat and beard, all right. This has been fun to see what you guys had thought of. And the whole idea behind this is because sometimes we get so set in our ways and we look at something one way and we go, oh, that's the only way we can see that.
Right.
That is a popcorn block. Kris told me it was a popcorn block, so therefore it's a popcorn block.
Right.
And what the exercise is for all of us with everything we do, whether it's this pattern or another pattern, is we always want to look at beyond the possibilities. What else is out there that you can see? Now, someone mentioned earlier a geranium pot. So let's take a look at a picture I've got. That's right. Sometimes when you just change the fabrics, that's all it does. And maybe you make a little tweak here or there, you're going to see something completely different. And that is exactly what I saw when I made this block. And let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Yep.
All right. So right here, you can see that, whoops, not yet. Oh, you gave it away. Here we go. All right, friends, here's my geranium block that I made. So you can see again, it's the same shape. All I did was I added one thing, and that was a rectangle.
Right.
That's it. If you add a rectangle, you now have a flower pot. Then I also took the same Hexies as before, and rather than having them upside down, I put them the other direction. And now look, when someone mentioned earlier, like, oh, how cute would it be to have buttons? Let's see if we can get a more up close look on this one, Eric.
Let's look up really close to see the difference between Kris and myself.
What do you mean?
You don't know?
No.
You sewed all those buttons on?
Oh.
Look at her thread. I would have hot glued those babies on for sure.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. And I just used different color buttons. So wouldn't this be a fun block that you could make with the same popcorn block idea? And this time you just turn those Hexies over. Now you have flower petals and you have a button in the center. So easy, so fun. Again, that green is in the background, that green that was the same as the popcorn, but it's right there. And all it took was just adding one rectangle. And sometimes another thing we think of is like, oh, I have to be a designer in order to do something like this, or I have to be an artist. No, it's a simple shape.
Right.
All it is a rectangle. That's the only thing I did. Now, Lisa says, that is a super cute background quilting. Yeah, I'm so glad you noticed that because that is also from Clear Blue Tiles.
Right.
Let's take a closer look at that real quick, Eric, because the background quilting, I think, makes a big difference as well.
So cute.
And let me tell you, I had fun shopping the other night on kimberbell.com because I was looking for specific background quilting designs that I could use with my blocks.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And it is pretty cool. So kind of fun. It really adds a great texture to that block as well. So, yep, that's exactly right, Marilyn. A simple shape you can make your own. All right. And yes, you can sew the buttons on with your machine.
I understand that, but then I couldn't get out my new pink glue gun.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so we got the flower pot. We first have the popcorn block, then we have the flower pot. Okay, what's next? The gnome. The gnome. Somebody mentioned a gnome. And again, yeah, that's what shouted out to me. I was like, oh, it could be a gnome or it could be Santa. Let's take a closer look right here. So right here we have the gnome, and all I did was I turned that same pattern upside down this time, and that, you know, that fluff became the beard that you can see right here. All right, so the only thing I did was I changed, well, all I did was added two. I didn't even have to change it. It's the same size and everything. I just added a different size triangle right there. I also took that idea of using the Hexie block, have it now at the different direction, and just like the flower blocks, I added a button. Okay, so again, very simple. Now on this little guy, I couldn't help myself but use flexi foam underneath his little nose.
Love the dimension.
Yeah, because it adds some dimension there. And then all I did was I added whatever was up here, I took it and flipped it over and just put it right down here.
So it'd be so cute with some minky on it too. I mean, you've got velveteen.
Some velveteen on there. Absolutely. I know you probably can't tell as well, but I did use an adorable gnome background quilting block from Kimberbell on this as well. So I just,
one right
I
here,
loved
you
the
can kind of see
fabric,
him.
and so I was like, I've got to use that fabric, but maybe not the best if I wanted the gnome background quilting to show up, although you do see it better in person. So anyway, there's the gnome. All right, one more. I could have kept going on and on.
I know.
Because
I couldn't
there are
believe
some really fun ideas.
She sent him to me, and I'm like, Kris, when did you sleep?
It was so much fun, and once you start getting the hang of it, you're like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. So let's do one more. Somebody mentioned in the comments about a rocket.
Yes.
And that's exactly another thing that I thought about was the rocket. So I thought, you know what, if you have it on an angle, you have that flower pot again, or you have that popcorn tin, you have the popcorn, which is now coming out as the steam or as the rocket fuel, and I simply added a triangle. So let's take a closer look at that right here. And you can see, let's see, right there, that I just have it again at an angle. It could be any kind of angle you want, actually, going up into the sky. And you'll also notice, if we get a more up close look here, that I took the hexagons, I had them the original way as what was on the popcorn, so I didn't have the folds up, I had the folds down. I used the same fabric that was used on the background, so it just added a little more dimension was all, that's it. And then did the straight lines through there, and now I have more of a poofy rocket ship going up into the sky. The only change was I added a basic triangle, so a basic shape, and then of course I added a couple stars, or 3 stars
And
there.
that background quilting is rocket ships. How cute
Yes,
is that?
the background quilting has a little astronaut
Yeah,
here.
pull it down just a little.
There we go. You probably can't see it as well, but there is a little astronaut peeking his head out here, the little rocket ship, the moon and the stars. Here's planet Earth down here. So I felt like that was very fitting too. So again, the whole idea.
On a jet plane.
Don't know.
I'll be back again.
Where did I get started on that?
Because it
We're
was
leaving on a
ship.
rocket ship?
Yeah.
How about
Haven't you ever seen
going on
Armageddon?
a rocket ship, going on a trip on a little rocket ship?
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Gotta sing what you know.
Name that show. All right. I bet you know what that show is. That's right. All right. So this is your challenge, my friends, is go ahead and, do the popcorn block, but what else can you do? Flower pot, gnome, rocket ship, but you had lots of other ideas too,
Yep.
and we want
It
to
would
see
be
them.
so fun.
So, yeah. All right, so there's your little creativity exercise. Yeah, little Einstein. There you go, Sandy. That's exactly right. Yep, Janine's leaving on a jet plane soon. She's
Some
headed
of
to
them are,
Logan,
yep.
Utah. That's
Yep.
right. All right, friends. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's 3 at 3. If you did, we would love for you to share it with someone else. So help us get the word out about the new 3 at 3, and we would be very, very grateful. All right, what do we have coming up?
Well, we have lots of things coming up right now, but we have, and I'm so excited about this. If you guys don't know, if you need to call me, I know Peggy was in here. She's like, tell me a little bit more about that Radiance. But we have a new machine launch party coming up where we want to share our excitement with you.
Yep.
We haven't been this excited about a new machine in a long time, but I know, I can't even contain my excitement. I have a hard time sewing on my machine because I'm so excited. But
Exactly.
it's in store Thursday, so if you're local, be sure to join us September 19th from 10:30 to noon. But you need to sign up because we have limited spots in store available.
Yeah.
But don't worry, if you don't get signed up or if you are not close or can't make it, we also have a virtual that night from 5 to 6:30. It's a private Zoom because we can't talk about a lot of things unless we do it privately. So be sure to sign up for that. And that
You
is
can
our launch
find it on our
party
website.
on September 19th.
And someone had asked about the pattern. Again, you can find that under new releases. $2.99, and it includes the machine embroidery version for that main block.
$2.99 for a
Yeah.
machine embroidery, and we being Kris, showed you 4 different ideas on how to use that.
Yeah.
So
And then don't forget, next week, book club book club is where it's at.
Lock yourself by the pool in your
this
bedroom,
weekend,
whatever. Get those books
done.
read.
So Monday we're going to be talking about the Nightingale. Tuesday is Boys in the Boat. Wednesday is the Giver of Stars. And just remember that this is your public service announcement. It will be a spoiler alert. There is a spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you don't want to know how the end of those,
just skip over theme 1
yes.
next week.
Yep.
But join us for theme 2,
right?
Because we're going to do
just
a
turn
project.
the volume down.
Yes, we're going to do a project inspired on that book, and so I'm really excited for you all to see those projects. So very, very fun. All right, Kris Spencer, I want to machine embroider all 4, but how? Well, I might be able to help out with that. I'll get some designs for you. How's that? Give me a few days. I'll see what I can pull together. But, you know, I was showing this to Kim earlier. She was like, you know, they're going to want those designs. I'm like, oh, it's just a basic shape added to it. But it's all good. I can put those designs out. So if you're wanting to make the flower pot or the rocket or the gnome,
and those of you that are looking at IQ Designer, we do have Rebecca going on that. She is working really hard. So IQ Designer is coming. So hang tight. So
yep. All right, friends. Well, I think that's all that wraps us up for today. Sure, love and appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Hope to see you tomorrow morning for Comet Soul.
Right.
Okay, 10 a.m.
Mountain Standard Time. Yep.
And if we don't see you then, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.